Good morning. Well, I'm here with not only one snoring dog, but two snoring dogs. So we get some rare silver snores this morning. Happy Friday. It's Friday, May 27th, 2022. I spent some time this morning. I don't know why, but have been uploading some journals to my YouTube, and so I went back and was watching some of my old YouTube videos that when I first started making these videos, and one of the first ones I had made was called the Kris Ima Show, and she snored through the whole thing, and so that was my thing, was that I was going to start a show or whatever. I guess I could call it a podcast and call it the Kris and Ima Show. And that's what I have always said, is that I'm going to have a show called the Kris and Ima Show. Anyway, so here I am sitting here, and the dogs were snoring before I started. They stopped. Now I'm just being silly. Anyway, you don't want to see my feet. It's for OnlyFans. Just kidding. So I'm sitting here thinking about sorry, how I was making all these videos like almost a year and a half ago, and starting the process of figuring it out, and here I am. I'm still in the process of figuring out what I'm supposed to be doing, and honestly, I think what I'm supposed to be doing is just sitting here talking about life and processes and knowledge and experience, and maybe some current event thoughts, or maybe not. I have to turn the news off. I can't do it anymore. It's just so unhealthy, and maybe that's my advice for today is, I was thinking about what would happen if everybody shut the news off and their Netflix and all their streaming addictions and the social media. What if we just shut it all off? That's where we have power. I mean, if you want to stand up and talk about political power, why don't we just shut it all off and quit participating in the whole thing, and go outside and connect with nature and get some vitamin D and some fresh air, and exercise our heart, and quit driving so much, quit comparing ourselves to others so much. I wonder what would happen. I feel like if we could quit participating in almost everything we can, then that's how we can change the world, and go back to local and turn off the national news, care about what's happening around us and our environment, and keeping it clean and keeping our bodies free in every way, and caring about all the life around us and all the life in the world, and not take up one violent cause or another. And I think that the way we do that is we care about our own environment and our own ecosystem. And, you know, whatever that starts with, how we wear life, I guess, what we consume in knowledge, or whatever we need to do to fill our brain up every day. You know, our brains, I guess, need to run on some sort of stimulus, and most people aren't filling their brains with good things. They're filling their brains with propaganda of one form or another, basically. Narratives, stories. Go outside and tell your own story. Make your own narrative. Stop listening to somebody else's, even mine. I mean, I could create narratives around everything that's happening about the why and why nobody gets to the root cause of anything. We're just going to argue about stupid shit. Anyway, it all comes down to everything being a story, and the story is told through us and what we concentrate on. As I was out running yesterday, I was thinking, you know, I have quit wearing my headphones, or my headphone. I quit using that. I quit wearing my sunglasses. And I've been getting out and getting in the sunshine in the morning and running and walking the dogs. And sometimes I'll listen to music if I just have my phone in my fanny pack. But the last few times I've been out running, I haven't listened to anything except for the sounds of nature and the birds and the river, traffic, my feet, my breathing, whatever song's playing in my head. So I've just been like, it's been like the deepest meditation for me, just to get, and marijuana helps with that quite a bit, like runner's high. Oh, it's fucking icing. It's so good. Anyway, so I feel so connected and so disconnected at the same time. And it's a magical experience. I feel like, so, like, if I can, like, just focus one of my senses completely, I still know I don't hear 90% of the things that are out there to hear. And same thing with my sight. If no matter what I focus on, there are a million things out there I can't see at the same time. It's just not possible for humans to experience everything there is out there to experience at one time, or maybe even our lifetime. I mean, but just to focus on, you know, the sensations in my body, my skin, my somatic experience, or whatever. It's kind of crazy if you can, like, get out of all the thoughts and just really be 100% in the moment. It's hard to get there. I feel like this journey has been, I don't know, it's getting crazy though. I don't even know what word to put on it. It's grateful. I'm grateful for this journey, and that I have all of this experience, my own personal experience, and my own personal toolbox to be able to share. I was watching one of my videos earlier today, and I was talking about how I don't want to get advice from anybody, and I don't want to give advice to anybody. I just want to hear your experience if we have a similar problem, or share mine. But I don't want to give advice. That's not what I'm here for, is to tell you how to live your life. I mean, nobody can know what anybody else is really going through. And we all pretend to know. So, no advice will be given from me. I'll tell you what I would do, but I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. So, anyway, this is the Kris and Ima show, and our little sidekick Silver, which I have to carry up and down those stairs every morning, every night, and then once or twice during the day if I have to go up there and be up there for a while. So it adds a little extra weightlifting to my daily routine. So when people ask me if I lift weights, I should say yes, I lift weights. I carry Silver up and down those stairs, 18 pounds. She's like a kettlebell. Keeps my left arm strong. I need to find some inspirational mugs. Maybe I'll make me some Wear Life ones. See if my sister can make it. I don't know, we'll see. Speaking of Wear Life, so yesterday I got my official name, DBA, doing business as Wear Life, assumed business name, ABN, Wear Life, under the umbrella of Health Enterprises. So I'm going to go and open a checking account, and then I can keep track of all the money that Wear Life is spending, and then if it starts making money, it can go in there. No, not if, when. And then I don't need to do anything. I'm just doing the thing. I mean, like, this is the process, and I'm going through it, and I can't go from point A to point B. I have to I think I have the vision all laid out. I should read that Vivid Vision book again. I started that. Yeah. Quit reading that book because it told me I needed to, like, take time off, and that was impossible at the time. But I have the vision about what it all looks like. I just need to, like, find the contractor and the architect and do it one day at a time, because that's all we can do. So anyway, yesterday I went to Restore and I did the red light therapy, which is supposed to light up my little mitochondria. So I'm going to do what I can to help those little guys. And then I did 3 minutes in the cryo at minus 220, and that's not bad. I've been waking up every morning excited to get in my cold shower, and it's like this. I don't know. I don't think it's becoming an addiction, but man, after the 15 seconds of hesitation and getting in there, because it's like you gotta kind of talk yourself into getting in that, and then it feels so good. Like, I've been doing these cold showers for 3 years, a little over 3 years, and I should reenact all the processes of my cold shower experiences from the beginning to now, because boy, it used to just be so hard and so scary and hurt. And I never imagined I'd be able to just walk straight in, get my whole body cold, and maybe it's easier now that the weather's getting warmer or whatever, but it's still cold. So, but I'm a little bit addicted to that. And so the cryo tank, I went in with my skin temperature 95 degrees and came out, and it was, I want to think it was 43, 42, something like that. So in 3 minutes I dropped my skin temperature over 50 degrees. It's a cool experience. And then I didn't go get in the sauna, because a lot of times I go get in the sauna after that and heat myself right back up. So I don't feel like it took me very long to heat back up yesterday. It's changed my whole relationship with the weather and the cold, and so I think if you can stretch your limits, limits to what feels hot and what feels cold, it makes your life a whole lot more comfortable. Instead of trying to be comfortable all the time in sitting in a constant spring day in your home, and you never stretch. I don't know what word I'm looking for. There's a word I want to say, but I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I just feel like we got to do hard things, and our body wants to do hard things, and our brain wants to learn good things. And then somewhere along the way, we get all fucked up. So, and then I'm pretty convinced we just live in a video game, or we live in some kind of a zoo, and we're just being manipulated with whatever we focus on. And so if we quit focusing on things, maybe we can get out of the manipulation, or psychosis, or addictions, or clinging to the story because you don't know. I mean, what do we put all the stories down that we have to cling to forever? Like our addictions and our allergies and our ailments and our diagnosis and our genetics. What do we put the stories down? And we become healed. And we learn the tools to be able to cut the stories away and move on away from the things that we think we can't have or have to have. So I was thinking about that this morning, about the stories of allergies and ailments, and how I have witnessed my whole life a whole variety of people and how they carry that around, and a diagnosis, and then the placebo effect of what they think is going to work or hope, and everything that goes along with that. So, I don't know. Anyway, super grateful. Today's going to be a good, busy day. I'm going to go to the marijuana dispensary this morning, and then I come back and I'm going to have lunch with my friend Kim at Brick 29, and then come back here and enjoy what the day has to offer here on the river and Greenbelt, with neighbors and friends and nature and the dogs. And so anyway, well, I hope you have a beautiful Friday. Thanks for coming to the Kris and Ima show. I love you.